Good morning, friends. I wanted to start out by taking you through the house and just kind of showing you what I have to start out with. I had my granddaughters over the weekend and I was working. I don't normally have my grandchildren on a weekend that I work, but at this weekend it turns out that mom and dad were at the hospital because their baby brother was being born. And so I wound up having them, and it was a work weekend. They had talked my husband into getting the Halloween bins out of the storage closet, and they proceeded to spend the day while I was working decorating the house for Halloween, which they did a great job, mind you. It's just the middle of August, and I wasn't quite ready for Halloween decor. In the dining room, I have everything piled up on the table. A lot of the things were brought on the table from the living room when the girls were decorating for Halloween. I have, as you can see, tons of muddy footprints or paw prints from the huskies. It's been raining nonstop and it's just so muddy inside. They have tracked mud through the kitchen. Also in the kitchen, you'll see that I have lots of just random trash that has been set on the counter, not thrown away, as well as a sink full of dirty dishes that have to be taken care of. Going down the hallway, mainly the big thing here is just vacuuming. With 3 Siberian Huskies, shedding is a never-ending thing in my house, and there's always so much dog hair to be vacuumed up. Inside my office, I have this corner cleaned out for a desk that I'm moving back upstairs that was in my basement, just to work with some of this clutter right here. This is my work desk where I actually work my primary job, and I tend to keep it piled up with all of my planners and my journals. I have all my dogs in here. I have a little plastic bin of Christmas decor, some suitcases. I'm getting ready to go on a trip. Tons of stuff, sticker books, mail piled up on this little desk or this little shelving unit. And this room really just needs to be decluttered more than anything. And finally, the bedroom, again, with the dog hair in the floor, I've got to vacuum. I do need to dust the room. It is a Monday, so kind of doing the weekly home blessing, as well as washing the bed sheets. And because I've been in this room, the dogs think that it's time to go to work. So they are all getting into their work positions. And this is pretty much where they stay all day long while I do work, piled up under my feet, under my desk. So that's what the house looks like now. Let's get started. And I'm going to start, before I do anything else, with putting in my bed sheets to wash. Here I'm just starting out with decluttering. When you follow the FlyLady plan with the zone cleaning, the first day or the first 15 minutes of your week is to be decluttering. So the first thing I'm doing is repacking all of the Halloween decorations. Then I'm going to start moving into the actual deep cleaning for the zone cleaning. I clean the windows, I'm dusting. I'm going to put everything back up from where the kids had it all moved into the kitchen so that they could make room for decorating. Now I'm just going to be running the vacuum over real quick. And this time I'm actually not moving the furniture. I only do that ever so often. I don't do it every single month. Now I'm going to just spot clean some places on the couch and then do a little vacuum under the couch cushion. So I didn't move the furniture, but I did clean this month under the couch cushions. And the spots that are wet on the couch, that's the ones that I spot cleaned. They just haven't dried yet. Now here I'm dusting the wall, and technically that probably is out of sequence. I should have dusted the wall first, but I just got around to it a little later in the game. And then finally I'm finishing up the room with shampooing the carpet. With having the 3 Siberian Huskies in the home, I do always at least shampoo the carpet every month just because I want it to be a little fresh and a little cleaned up. Now moving into the kitchen, and I'm going to start by unloading the dishwasher and loading up the dirty dishes. They don't all fit in the dishwasher, and I have a handful left, so I just go ahead and hand wash what is left that didn't fit in the dishwasher, just so that I can have all of the dishes done at one time. Here I'm just getting a trash bag out and I'm clearing all of the trash clutter that is on the counters, wiping down all of the counters, and then cleaning out the kitchen sink. Then I'm going to sweep up the floor and then finish up this room with a steam mop. I put down a little of the Method spray on floor cleaner. I believe it's the ginger scent, and then just run the steam mop over the room. The dishes that I hand washed are just still sitting here to dry. But I have a nice shiny sink. Like the FlyLady says, Miss Marla, always have your sink shining. Keep a shiny sink. My counters are clutter free for the most part. My floors are clean and mopped. It feels really good. The steam mop is still sitting here in the room, but I still have to mop the dining room, so I didn't take it downstairs yet. Then I move into the office, where I'm starting to first declutter all of the floor, and then I'm going to start tackling some of the clutter on top of this furniture. Once the surfaces are cleared, then I'm going to dust the top of the furniture as well. And you'll probably notice that I rarely do anything in this house without the Huskies there to help me, to guide me, or to at least judge me. Now I have a nice, clean, somewhat clutter-free office to work in, and it feels so much better working in here with all of the clutter gone. My desk is clean. I have this one little side table with just my resource book and my work planner. I have a hot cocoa in here, and I have my iPad where I'm playing a little ambiance, a little fall ambiance. Here we got the desk moved up, and I do have to figure out a little more decluttering system with these sticker books and all the additional planners, but at least it got all of that moved across the room and away from the area where I have to work every day. Finally tackling this dining room. I have to start by clearing off the table and moving this little plastic bin, this little storage bin out of the room. And of course, the huskies are always so curious. They always want to know what I'm doing. When I picked the rug up before I took it outside, it was so muddy because usually when I do my weekly cleaning, I just sweep and mop around the rug. But like I said, it's been raining a lot recently and there's been a lot of mud tracked in. So it was so muddy under there. Now I finally have it cleaned. The table has been cleared off. I do have my computer setting in here, but that is because my battery has gone bad, and when I unplug it, it shuts the computer down completely. And I'm actually working on a school project, and I didn't want to have to wait 20-30 minutes for the computer to come back on. So I just left it plugged up so that I wouldn't lose all the work that I was currently working on and all of my web pages that I have pulled up. But other than that, my table is clutter free. And there is Mr. Coda being curious about the nice clean floors. I did actually clean some of the mud around the door. Next week is zone 1, and that's when that's technically the entryways and the dining room. But it was so muddy there where the door is, where the dogs go in and out, and around the door frame. I went ahead and cleaned some of that mud up. But it feels good having the table cleared off. And it feels really good having the floor mopped and all that puppy mud gone. And Chimera says thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye.